In this video, we are going to talk about getting social on Tumblr. We are going to talk about reblogging blogs, how to like blogs, how to see replies on blogs. We'll look at how to post that content onto other social networks, and we'll teach you how to see who you're following and who's following your blogs. The first thing we're going to do is teach you how to reblog and how to like content. We're going to go to our Tumblr dashboard, which you can currently see on my screen now. And we're going to just go down. Let's have a look. So there's nothing I'm really interested in posting. So I'm going to search for something. Oh, here we go. So there's a Hootsuite have just posted this content, and I find it interesting. So what I'm going to do is simply go down to the right corner of it, and I'm going to click like. I have currently just liked that content, and Hootsuite will get a notification in the top section, in the activity section, saying Truth Social liked that post. The next thing is reblogging. So as you can see on the left side of the button, you've got this these different, it's a circle, but it's made with arrows, right? And that's the reblog. If you click on the reblog button, this post will actually be reblogged onto my blog. So let's do that quickly. I'm going to click reblog. The screen will come up and it'll ask me if I want to add anything else to it. So I'm just going to type Hootsuite rocks. And I'm going to click reblog. Now, next to reblog is an arrow button, and you can see a whole lot of other content. We can schedule it, we can add it to a queue, we can save it to drafts, and a whole lot of other stuff, which we get to in this course in a later section. I'm just going to click reblog. And now I've reblogged that content. And to show you that I've reblogged it, I'm going to go to the account section on the top right corner, and I'm going to go down to Truth Social. And now what it's going to do, it's going to go to my blog, and you can see that I've just reblogged Hootsuite's content from Tumblr. And this is one of the things that makes Tumblr so powerful, is that it takes your content and it puts it in your fans' hands, who are very likely going to repost your content because it's something they're interested in. Let's go back to the home section, and let's talk about notes. Now, you can see over here, this is us, and there's one note there. That one note shows that I have reblogged their post. And if we go down to something more popular like this one, and we click on notes, we can see all of this content. We can see that this person reblogged this picture from that blog, and that lady liked this content. And that lady then reblogged the content from that blog. So it shows where she found that content, and if you click on that, it'll show where that person found the content. It's like this huge web of people that are just reblogging content that they're interested in. It is so powerful when your content is suddenly just perpetuated and recreated over and over again and goes viral on Tumblr. So now we want to take content and we want to post it on other social networks. To do this is a bit more complicated, but what you have to do is you have to go to the blog. So we're just going to click on Hootsuite Live, and it's going to come up on the right-hand corner here. And what we're going to do is we're going to find the blog that we want to repost onto another blog, or onto another social network, sorry. So let's say we want to repost this one. Next to that, you'll see three dots. You simply click on it, and a whole lot of lists will come up. So you'll see that we can email it, we can send it on Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, and Reddit. Let's do this to Twitter. So let's click on Twitter, and what it's going to do is it's going to take you to twitter.com, and it's going to ask you to log in with your username and password, which we could do. But what we can also do here is we can quickly create it. So you can quickly create a tweet, and you can log in, and then you can say log in and tweet, and it'll actually tweet this Tumblr post out to Twitter. If we go back and we try again, we're going to say Facebook, and we'll do exactly the same thing. It'll simply ask you to say something, and you'll choose where you want to post the content, and then you'll say share link. If you need to log in to Facebook, you would have to do that, obviously. Then the other social networks are fairly the same. Pinterest and Reddit, you do exactly the same thing. And if you know your way around those social networks, it's really easy to do. The next thing is finding who is following you and people you are following. Now, to see people you are following is really easy. You simply go to the account tab on the top right corner and you go down to following. So let's click on that. And you can see I'm following 2 people. I'm following Hootsuite and I'm following Staff. And here you're able to unfollow, or you're able to search for people to follow. And as you can see, we're in the spotlight tool kind of thing, and we can find people we may know, and we're able to look at the spotlight tool. The next thing is finding people that follow you. Now, I don't have anyone I'm following, but to see who's following you, you would go to the account tab and down to the blog, and your followers would be under the followers section. And you would simply click on followers, and a list of everyone that follows you would come up here. And that's really cool because you're able to then follow them back. You now know how to do a lot of social stuff on Tumblr, how to interact with blogs, and how to see who's following you, for example. You also know how to share that content. In the next video, we're going to dive into the Tumblr settings. We're going to talk about all of the settings Tumblr have and what each setting does. Now, this might sound really boring, but Tumblr's settings are pretty unique, and it's an important video to watch, and it's actually a really interesting one too.